Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another edition of Security-Vulturs. Today we will be reviewing TorGuard. Some VPN services cater to people who just want something that works and don't care about the nitty-gritty details like VPN protocols and encryption algorithms. Others, however, seem geared more towards experienced VPN users who understand and want control over the technical side of their VPN. TorGuard VPN seems to fit into the second category. In this TorGuard VPN review, we'll take a closer look and examine all the test results, the good and the bad, with the goal of helping you decide whether this might be the right VPN for you. So, without any further ado, now let's take a brief overview. We tested the core TorGuard VPN product with particular emphasis on performance and how it protects your privacy. So here's what we found. Pros: strong encryption and secure VPN protocols, consistent speeds, 3,000 plus servers in 50 plus countries, support for Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Android, iOS, browsers, and routers. No IP address or DNS leaks detected. Multiple payment methods, including Bitcoin. Pre-flashed VPN routers available. Optional features to customize your experience. Additional pricing options. 8 simultaneous connections. Cons: confusing and clunky VPN apps, unclear VPN data collection policies, based in the US, bad privacy jurisdiction, limited streaming support unless you pay for streaming bundle, confusing prices and order form, limited refund window with many exceptions. TorGuard VPN interesting facts. TorGuard VPN and VPN Networks LLC background info. Wireguard implementation not working well. TorGuard customer support. Now, let's take a closer look at the pros of this VPN. TorGuard VPN does a lot right and could be particularly interesting if you are an advanced VPN user. It has a strong encryption and secure VPN protocols. When it comes to the technical side of things, TorGuard VPN is very strong. They utilize strong encryption standards together with secure VPN protocols. It also has the following stealth protocols: OpenVPN Stealth, ShadowSocks, Stunnel, and AnyConnect, aka OpenConnect. TorGuard now supports the Wireguard VPN protocol, which is integrated directly into the clients. Just select Wireguard in the tunnel type drop-down list and go. Unfortunately, we found problems with this implementation, which we'll discuss in the cons section. The addition of full Wireguard support brings Cha-Cha-20 to the list of supported ciphers. Their support for 8 simultaneous connections is generous compared to most VPN services. However, some services offer an unlimited number of connections, as noted in our Surfshark VPN review. Now, let's take a quick look at the TorGuard speed tests right now. Another great aspect of TorGuard VPN is the performance. We ran all tests with OpenVPN protocol using the official TorGuard VPN client and a baseline connection speed of 500 Mbps. Now, we must note, at the time of this review, TorGuard's implementation of Wireguard was inoperable, constantly returning connection errors. Therefore, we could not run Wireguard speed tests. For the first round of speed tests, I selected servers around the United States and Canada. Seattle was the closest server to my location with 202 Mbps. At over 200 Mbps, this is a very good speed test result. Next, I tested a server in Los Angeles and we came in at 266 Mbps. These are even better speeds despite the longer distance and higher ping. The last US server I tested was in New York and we came in at 116 Mbps. This was the slowest TorGuard VPN server I tested. And finally, I tested a server in the UK and we came in at 152 Mbps. So overall, these are good speeds, but with that being said, there is room for improvement. Also note that we ran all tests with OpenVPN and Wireguard should offer even better speeds. In our Wireguard versus OpenVPN comparison, Wireguard outperformed OpenVPN by a sizable margin, while TorGuard is not the fastest VPN we have tested. It's still pretty darn good. Now, I also want to briefly touch on Wireguard implementation and its problems with TorGuard. In August 2020, TorGuard announced the release of Wireguard support with direct protocol selection available in the updated VPN client. Open the TorGuard app, under tunnel type choose Wireguard. You will now be able to connect to any server through this new protocol. However, there are still some bugs and issues with TorGuard implementation of Wireguard. We tested it with both the Windows and Mac OS VPN clients. We found in both cases the Wireguard connection failed and returned this message, as you can see in the screenshot. So this is pretty disappointing, to be honest, because there are other providers using Wireguard without any issues whatsoever. TorGuard also has over 3,000 servers in 50 plus countries. The TorGuard network of VPN servers numbers more than 3,000 servers. They are located in 68 locations, which are spread across more than 50 countries. Their network includes some countries that most VPN servers don't support, such as Moldova and the UAE, United Arab Emirates. This network is a good size, putting TorGuard on par with many leading VPN services, including NordVPN and Surfshark. TorGuard also has support for Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Android, iOS, browsers, and routers. They also have browser extensions for Firefox and Chrome. These proxies can change your IP address within the browser only and do not include the encryption of the full VPN. Now, on the hardware side, they support DDWRT and Tomato routers, along with pfSense. Finally, TorGuard offers a collection of OpenVPN and DDWRT configuration files and scripts. You could use these to connect TorGuard to VPN routers such as Vilefo, which can work with any OpenVPN capable VPN service, as long as a configuration file is available. So you will want to remember that. In short, you can use the TorGuard VPN with a wider range of hardware and software than typical VPN. No IP address or DNS leaks detected. Applying our standard set of VPN tests against TorGuard, we weren't able to find any leaks of any kind. You can see the IP address in the leak tests matches up with the VPN's IP address and location in the VPN client on the right in the screenshot below. Further strengthening TorGuard is their built-in kill switch. Likewise, the TorGuard VPN Android app was leak-free. Now, let's move on to some of the drawbacks of TorGuard VPN. While TorGuard has a number of good points, it also has a few bad points. So let's talk about them right now. It appears that the TorGuard team focuses most of their effort on the technical side of the business and caters more toward technical users. This can be seen in their VPN clients, which are rich in technical options but not very user-friendly. Here is what the Windows desktop client looks like in the screenshot below. As you can see, all the technical options are front and center in the user interface. While this is great for the more technical user, less experienced users may find this interface intimidating and or confusing. It also has very unclear VPN data collection policies. TorGuard's privacy policy lays out the information they collect and how they use the data. The policy states that they handle your data in accordance with Europe's GDPR, which is General Data Protection Regulation. This is good. However, they appear to be using Google Analytics to collect anonymized data, which we don't like. In addition, they collect Apache web server logs, which are purged regularly. Finally, they state that they do not collect or log any data from the VPN and proxy services, which of course is good. As seems to be the case with most US-based services, the terms of service is full of legalese, protecting the company from liability and binding the user to the terms of the DMCA, which is the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. It would be helpful if the company provided more details on the data it collects, including how long it retains such data. This is particularly important in light of where the company is based. So this is a huge concern for us, of course. So it's based in the US, bad privacy jurisdiction. So whatever your feelings are about the United States as a place to live, the country is not a good location for a VPN or any other business involving privacy. Many of the most active international surveillance organizations were created by the United States. The government has vast legal and perhaps extra-legal surveillance powers over companies based in the country. One of those is the ability to force a company to spy on their customers, part of their own privacy policies and terms of service. As part of these powers, they can even force the company to do this surveillance in secret, pretending to honor their policies while passing data to the NSA or other government agencies. The legal situation in the United States is one of the major reasons that leading VPN services like ExpressVPN and NordVPN are not based in the US or the UK. Some people dismiss the risks of Five Eyes VPN, but there have been numerous cases where privacy-focused companies have been forced to collect logs on their users. For example, IPVanish forced to log users for the FBI. RiseUp, an email and VPN service, was forced to log user data for the FBI. LavaBit was ordered to turn over encryption keys to the US government so they could gain access to user emails and private data. And these are just the examples that we know about. Now, let's take a closer look at another major drawback to this VPN. Limited streaming support. Unless you pay extra for the streaming bundle, the TorGuard VPN does support streaming and torrenting. As a matter of fact, their name, TorGuard, refers to their support for using a VPN for torrenting rather than any connection to the Tor anonymity network. But their approach is different than that of other services. The basic VPN isn't particularly good at streaming. For people that need reliable streaming support, TorGuard offers streaming IP addresses located in 12 locations around the world. This sounds like a great idea. Get an IP address that isn't associated with a VPN so you can stream without worry. But there are a few problems with this approach. First, each such IP addresses cost an additional $7.99 per month. That greatly drives up the price of the overall service. Second, you can't use these IP addresses for torrenting. According to the website, they are designed for general use and streaming your favorite services, non-refundable and no torrents. We can't guarantee these IPs will work for any services outside of streaming networks. They are not designed for anything other than streaming or general browsing. Overall, we are not big fans of this approach, considering that there are several VPNs that do a good job defeating geo-blocking without charging you extra for this ability. TorGuard also claims to work with Amazon Prime, but again, there are other VPNs for Amazon Prime that do not charge you a streaming bundle. Let's also take a look at some additional concerning facts about the TorGuard. TorGuard VPN and VP Networks LLC. Background info. TorGuard's parent company is VP Networks LLC, which itself is part of the Data Protection Services LLC holding company. Both VP Networks and Data Protection Services LLC are based in Orlando, Florida, USA. According to the Data Protection Services LLC website, the holding company owns TorGuard VPN, private email, and private router, the company that sells pre-flashed TorGuard routers. In 2013, it appears that TorGuard moved its business structure offshore to Nevis. This was presumably done to better protect user data in the wake of the 2013 surveillance revelations. At some point, however, TorGuard decided to move the corporate structure back to the United States. I wonder why. Now, let's take a look at some of the payment methods for TorGuard. You have a good range of payment options if you decide to get a TorGuard subscription. Beyond the usual credit cards, you can pay with cryptocurrencies, gift cards, payment wall, a global payment service, and Amazon Pay. Warning, TorGuard will not offer refunds if you choose to pay with cryptocurrencies or gift cards. We found these exemptions and fine print when examining the terms of service. Most VPNs will offer refunds on all payment methods. They also have some additional pricing options. They added 2 new pricing options, the Pro package and the VPN router bundle. Pro package. Most VPN services support no more than 5 or 6 simultaneous connections on a single subscription. To help deal with this problem, TorGuard's new Pro package supports 12 simultaneous connections. You can also get 1 free dedicated IP address in any location along with free 10 gigabyte network access. VPN router bundle. You can now order the VPN router bundle and receive a free mini Wi-Fi router. This router is compatible with both TorGuard's new Wireguard service and with OpenVPN. And now let's also discuss the order form. That brings us to another drawback of TorGuard VPN. The drawbacks with this VPN just keep piling up, guys. We found both the TorGuard VPN pricing and order form to be rather confusing. The basic pricing is simple enough, even though there are 3 different versions that you first need to choose from: Anonymous VPN, Anonymous VPN Pro, and Anonymous VPN plus router. After you select your plan and payment schedule, you are then bombarded with a plethora of add-ons to choose from. And in the fact that the order form itself is very poorly designed, and you have a recipe for confusion here. It took us several tries to even specify exactly what we wanted and successfully place an order. To make matters even more confusing, the homepage lists a bunch of other subscriptions, including Anonymous VPN, Business VPN, streaming bundle, and anonymous email. Beating our way through the subscription process gave us bad feelings about the product before we even installed it. And now things are getting even worse. Limited refund with many exceptions. The TorGuard refund policy rates poorly compared to those of the leading VPN services. While most give you 30 days, here you get 7, and only certain items are refundable. The policy is complicated, but what you need to know is that it's bullshit. Pardon my language. There are numerous clauses, exceptions, and barriers that prevent you from getting all of your money back. Meanwhile, leading VPNs such as NordVPN, ExpressVPN, and Surfshark all offer a full 30-day money-back guarantee without all of these exceptions and clauses. All of the exceptions and clauses where refunds are denied are noteworthy. Proceed with caution, guys. TorGuard customer support. While you will hopefully never need customer support, if you do, TorGuard offers a full range of contact points. This includes all the usual social media channels, email, and a US-only toll-free phone line. Beyond these, they also offer an frequently asked question page, knowledge base, community forum, and a YouTube channel. The team also has a good reputation around the internet for their fast and helpful support. This is particularly important since TorGuard is less user-friendly than many other VPN services. Now, we have finally reached the conclusion of this TorGuard VPN review, guys. The TorGuard VPN has a lot of technical strengths and might appeal to users who need detailed control over VPN protocols and other technical aspects of their VPN connection. If that does not describe you, we recommend you consider a different VPN service. There are numerous VPNs available that we think would better serve general VPN users. Additionally, if you are a privacy-focused user who wants a VPN that's located in a good privacy jurisdiction, then TorGuard does not fit the bill. And we have seen with IPVanish, even a no-logs VPN can be forced to collect data for the FBI and government agencies. So we sadly cannot recommend this VPN provider, as there are many better alternatives out there, especially since it's based in the US and part of the Five Eyes Alliance. So it's the final nail in the coffin for TorGuard, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.